What's going on, everybody? I am out on this Citizen cycle bike, my custom built all-wheel drive bike. We got motors front and back. We got dual batteries, dual screens, dual throttles, dual everything on this thing. It is a Frankenstein of an e-bike, and it is just absolutely incredible. This is my favorite bike still. No one's taken the top spot from this bike. It's so fast, it's so powerful, it's so much fun, it's so comfortable. It is purpose built for me. It has tons of power and acceleration, which I love. I put the Tannis liners in the foam inside the tires. It's so soft, it rides so great. I mean, I've never been on a bike like this. There's no competing with this bike. I'll show you really fast so you can see what I'm talking about. If you don't know this channel, look at this thing. Look at this bike. This is just insanity. I don't know how to describe it. I've done a lot of videos on this bike of me building it out. If you want to know what I did, you can watch that playlist, the Rad Rover playlist. This once was a Rad Rover. It is so far from that now. I'll put all the links to all the parts on this in the description. They're also on my website, ridewithcitizen.com, if you want to know what I did to build this incredible e-bike. But let me show you. Let me show you how incredible this thing really is. I've been on a lot of bikes. I have been on probably, 25 plus e-bikes. Nothing comes close to this. We're just in traffic here. I'll light it up here on the straight stretch so you can get a feel for it. All right, we're wide open now, so let's light it up. No pedaling, no pedaling. We're just gonna cruise throttle only. 35 miles an hour. 36. 36 miles an hour without pedaling this baby. Almost 37. Come on, hit 37. So close. There you go. This thing cruises 36 miles an hour, no pedaling, with ease. It's just insane. It gets there real quick too. I'm faster than cars off the line when they're not expecting it. Just craziness. Here, I'll do a acceleration for you. Usually the front wheel just does a burnout. You can hear it catch. Nothing keeps up. 0 to 35. How fast was that? That's crazy. This thing is a monster. And I love it. It is just a beast. And here's why I'm doing this video, right? Because I think I've intrigued a lot of you that have seen this video or seen my videos. I keep getting questions about it. Tons of email questions. My inbox is full of stuff. Uphill, wow. Just 20 miles an hour up a hill like crazy. Tons of questions about this bike on everything. Like, how do I get the motor to work? What motor do I buy? What are the settings? Because you guys are building your own, which is awesome. I think it's so cool. Can you guys hear the excitement in my voice when I talk about this bike? But you guys are building your own version of it, right? So I'm getting a lot of questions about motors and controllers and settings. And so really quick, I want to point a few things out to you about this bike. So the motors, right? The main thing. That is it's not even the stock motor. There's nothing stock about this bike at all. So I put a 750 Bafang motor in the rear wheel. I did the swap, watch my videos, you'll see it. So I swapped in a true 750 motor, and it's powered by that Bolton controller, the 35 amp controller. And that gives it it's outputting, and that runs off of the back battery. So this rear motor runs off of this controller here and the back battery. And that gives it about 1700 watts on that geared hub motor. Now the front motor is from eBikeling. It's an eBikeling kit I bought. And this is a direct drive motor. So I couldn't find a motor like what's on the back, the geared hub. I couldn't find one of those that fits like in the front dropout. So I bought this direct drive. This is a 1200 watt direct drive motor up here. And it's running totally independent of the back system. There's two independent systems on here. When I want to use the back wheel, I twist the throttle. When I want to use the front wheel, I push the thumb throttle over here on my left hand. So there's dual throttles, and also you can see I've got dual screens. This runs the back, this runs the front. And I have not linked the systems at all. They're just totally independent. You know, they each have their own motor, battery, and controller and screen, and motor, battery, controller, and screen. They're just totally independent systems, which is fine with me. I prefer it that way, actually. I'm never gonna link them. I don't want them linked. So it's just wild and raw. Just an absolute insane ride to ride this thing. So I don't know. I couldn't find a geared hub motor to put in the front. If you can find one, go for it. Put one of those in. That'd be way better, because the front motor doesn't have the torque that the back one does. When I smash the front throttle, it's a nice, slow, gradual, easy takeoff. When I smash the back throttle, it's violent and it hits hard and it takes off like crazy. And then when you do them both together, it's just insanity. The e-bike link kit, when I bought it, was like, I don't know, 400 something bucks, and I just reused my rad battery to power it. I've never been on another bike that's even come even remotely close. This thing destroyed that Aerial Rider 52 volt X class bike that I've got. Not even close. So I don't know if the Citizen cycle bike, the Mistress bike, whatever you want to call it, if it's ever going to meet its match. I don't know if there's a store-bought bike that is going to dethrone this bike. So watch, I'll push this is the front wheel drive here. Let me push that. You can see the takeoff. Right? Very simple, slow, easy, nice, right? Very gentle. And that's how I ride this bike. When I want to have gentle, easy power, I use the front wheel. And then here I'll do the back wheel. When I want fast, torquey takeoff, I use the back wheel. Right? Gives you a lot more power. And then when you want just crazy takeoff speed, you do both. You can hear the front wheel just do a burnout. Awesome that you guys are also building monsters like this thing. that's really cool. I'm glad. I hope that it was me that inspired you to do that. Part of the goal of this channel, put information out there and also maybe inspire some folks to get out on an e-bike, and then also maybe make their own if you're looking for something insane like this. But the other part of this video that I want to tell you is all the stuff I've got planned, right? By the time this gets posted, I'll probably have my latest review out, which is the Be Cool bike. Plan on posting that one really soon. So you'll get to see what the Be Cool Explorer bike looks like and all about that one. Do an overview video on that. After that, I've got a couple others. I'm working on the overview video for the Mac Mission 100 bike, which is like a very low-cost commuter style bike. Let's just keep up with this car. See if we can impress them here. So Mac Mission overview coming after that. And then we've got another video on another fat tire bike. You guys like the overview videos on the fat tire bikes, so the Magicycle or Magic Cycle, I'm not sure how you say it, probably Magic Cycle. That one's on the way. It's in shipping now. I should have that in my hands kind of soon. So we'll do an overview on that one, Magic Cycle bike. And then I've got, let's light it up here really quick. I mean, into the mid-30s effortlessly. So after that, I've got another interesting bike on the way here from Fabulous e-bikes, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. It's a powerful bike. It's a cool looking bike. I'm excited for that bike to get out and test it and match it up against some other bikes. I've got another one that I can't release too much info on, but let's just say it's going to be a mind-altering e-bike. This guy's on the wrong side of the road. Wow, what was that? I don't know. Anyway, so there's another bike on the way too, probably in a month or two, that is just going to be, like I said, mind-altering. The specs on this thing are insane. Maybe even like dethrone this bike insane. That's on tap. And then I've got a top secret project I'm working on. I'm doing another build. I'm going to do an e-bike build. It's a little bit different, but I think it'll be fun. It's gonna be fun for me, I guess. That's the thing. Maybe it'll be fun for you. I don't know. I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of it, I know that. But that's some of the things that are on the way. If you were curious, if you want to see that stuff, if it intrigues you, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell just so you know when they come out. But I'm gonna try to keep a nice steady flow of a couple videos a week for you here on these bikes. All right, well, there's actually one more thing I want to show you for all you guys out there that are, like I said, building something similar to this. So I told you a little bit about the motors. You know, the front is the kit from eBikeling, the back is the Bolton controller and the aftermarket, the Fang motor. But let me show you the settings. People ask about the settings all the time, so I'll try to give you some close-ups here. I gotta turn, so wait, this is my screen here. We'll turn that off. So we'll start with the back wheel, which is running off the Bolton controller. I will jump into the settings really quick. There you go. Can you see that? If you want to hit the pause button or take a screenshot, this is what I'm running as my settings, which have worked fine for me. The only problem I've got is when I coast, my display reads 0 miles an hour. For some reason, the speedometer only works when you're either pedaling or using the throttle. If you're just coasting, it goes to 0. I don't care, honestly. I haven't even bothered to try to fix it. But these are the settings I'm running on that screen. So let me get out of there. Okay, now the top screen, the eBikeling, the settings on this. So I'll jump into those, hold up and down, and there you're in P1. I'm just going to toggle through, and if you want to stop and pause on any, you can go for it. So there's 2, P3, P4, P5. Just run through them all so you can look and see if it matches what you've got. I don't think I really changed much in here as far as the settings go. They're probably all pretty close to the standard. What I normally do on these is I just bump up the maximum current from the controllers and I bump up the top speed limit on them, and that's about it. And we're back to 0. There you go. So let's get out of there. Now, I don't have the front wheel pedal assist sensor attached. So my pedal assist only works off one motor. It works off the back motor, and that's it. The only time my front wheel is driving is when I'm pushing the throttle down. That's it. And I always keep it in pedal assist 5 because the amount of power delivered by the throttle is dependent upon that pedal assist number. So, I don't have the pedal assist sensor connected, so it's irrelevant for pedaling. But when I hit the throttle, I want max power, so I always keep that in 5. And that, my friends, is the Citizen Cycle bike. What else you want to know about it? I mean, you can put them in the questions in the comments, and I will do my best to answer or help guide you if I can. Again, I'm not an expert or professional at this at all. This is literally just a Frankenstein creature that your average Joe created. Maybe I know a little bit more than the average person, but I mean, it's all just trial and error, me learning and just doing this stuff and just figuring it out. I guess that's the main thing. If you're gonna build one of these, you gotta have that ability to just figure stuff out or just find a way to fix a problem, But I really had no issues with it. I'm kind of shocked. I'm a little surprised that there's been no issues with the bike at all. The front wheel hasn't tried to fly off yet or anything. It's got dual torque arms. Each side has a torque arm, so it's stayed on there well. No problem. So the batteries have held up, controllers have held up. It's crazy, love it. So, and apparently it's time to go to church. The bells are ringing behind me. But I hope you enjoyed. Like I said before, if you are interested in hearing about and watching some of the videos on that stuff I talked about, definitely hit subscribe and the bell. Give me a thumbs up too. That helps me out on YouTube, helps the algorithm, right? But anyway, thank you for everyone that watches these. Appreciate that. I love interacting with you guys. So I guess let me know if you have questions, but that's all for today. So thank you so much for checking out this video.